Guys, it's a boomer ranter here, ranting from Vegas. Listen, this one's under my skin a little bit. People that would go out and intentionally scam vulnerable people, in my opinion, should not be walking around with the rest of us. They should be put on a fucking island somewhere or something and leave the rest of us be. Didn't happen here, guys, but I think the state was Massachusetts. It might be Maryland. I think it's outside the country, though. This is what happens. Older guy out doing whatever older guys do. He happens to have dementia and stuff, and he's outside. He's, putzing around. He's doing yard work, doing stuff. And this lady approaches him, says to him, "Listen, I would be happy to come in and help you do stuff and maybe, clean up your house and do stuff like this for you just to help out. I need a place to stay for a couple of days. I could do that in exchange." The guy says, okay. And ends up, this woman is a scammer, squatter type person. She moves her kid in. She moves her violent boyfriend in. All these things. This poor man, he barely has enough to live on. And now he's got to try to hire an attorney to get this woman out of his house, along with her brat and her fucking boyfriend. First of all, mother of the fucking year. Boy, are you teaching your kid the right way, right? You're teaching your kid all this great stuff. You do not deserve to be a mother. You do not deserve to have a child. That child should be taken away from you immediately and placed in somebody's home that would teach that kid the right way. As for your boyfriend who thinks he's tough because he can pick on an old man that barely knows his own name, I hope that somebody goes over and pays this motherfucker a visit and teaches him a lesson. I'm tired of this legal bullshit. There's laws protecting them. Fuck them. What about the guy that owned his house for 50 fucking years and now he's got to evict somebody because she presented herself in one way and she was scamming him? In my opinion, that man's family should be able to go in there and physically remove them from the property. Them, their shit, the fucking kid, everything. All their crap, everything. Get it out of there. There's laws protecting them. Well, those laws were passed by your politicians, people, the ones that you placed in office. Maybe it's time to rethink who's there and go back and start firing them. Here we are, politics rearing its ugly head in one of my rants again, but it's how I feel. And this is all tied in. For this woman, and I use that term because I have family members that watch my channel, and sometimes my language gets under their skin. So I'm really trying here, family members. This woman should not only be in jail, she should be sterilized so she can't have any more fucking kids. She should be put on some type of list somewhere. We have lists for pedophiles. We got lists for fucking contractors. Why not get a list out there that of people that want to prey on vulnerable people? Whether they be adults, kids, otherwise. Doesn't matter. It's a vulnerable person situation. There should be some type of list that every person in the public can access this list and see these fucking pieces of shit. Sorry, family member. Now, the kid, I understand he is at the mercy of whatever his mother tells him to do. He follows her. I understand that. That's why he should be removed from the mother's care. I want him out of the house with the old man too, but not his fault. All the adults' fault. The kid's 15. He's 15. He should know better, but again, he is going by what his mother, who is supposed to be teaching him the right things, is showing him. So in this particular instance, the mother should absolutely be charged. The kid removed from her care, sent somewhere so he can be taught the right way to be acting and the right way to deal with the rest of us out here in the universe. As for her boyfriend, Mr. Tough Guy. Mr. Tough Guy, like I said, should be paid a visit by some of the family members of this older man, and or maybe some friends, some neighbors, a couple members of law enforcement, anybody in the UFC, anybody that boxes, anybody like that should all get in a fucking van and go by and pay this motherfucker a visit and teach him a lesson, because he thinks he's tough. And when you walk through life like that, you need to be knocked down a few pegs. And that's what needs to happen with this asshole. He needs to be knocked down a few pegs. And then, once that's done, they should put his ass in a fucking cell next to his girlfriend and let them there to rot. I don't know what you guys think about that, but man, these type of people should not be out there. It's causing grief, causing problems, causing all these issues. And in actuality, they don't belong in with the rest of us in society, guys. I can't even talk about this anymore. I'm so upset. I gotta go.